Good day, everyone. Our topic for today is about qualitative research and its importance in the daily life. What makes human race distinct from each other? Specifically on its uniqueness of traits, similarities, and differences. In a way, qualitative research can respond to such question. According to Silverman, Lichman, Walliman, and Soter, qualitative research is an act of inquiry or investigation of a real-life events. It is concerned with own experiences of a life event, and the aim is to interpret what has been said in order to explain why it is said. This is called natural setting. Qualitative research is important practically because most things cannot just be quantified. They need to be described. Appreciating the nature of life and experiencing experience is vital than simply counting things, and we need to understand the quality of some things in order for them to have meaning. Okay, so what you need to know? Again, qualitative research is important practically because most things cannot just be justified. So they need to be described. Appreciating the nature of life and experience is vital than simply counting things. And we need to understand the quality of some things in order for them to have meaning. So at the end of the lesson, you are expected to share research experience and knowledge, explain the importance of research in daily life, describe characteristics, processes, and ethics of research, differentiate quantitative from qualitative research, provide an example of research in areas of interest, either arts, humanities, sports, science, business, agriculture, and fisheries, information and communication technology, and social inquiry. The value of qualitative research, its characteristics, strengths, weaknesses, and kinds. The general purpose of qualitative research is to develop concepts which help you to understand social phenomena in, whenever possible, natural rather than experimental settings, to gain an understanding of the experiences, perceptions, and/or behaviors of individuals in the meanings attached to them. The effective applications of qualitative methods to other disciplines include health in education research have expanded. So, the module created by the Department of Education outlines the nature and potential value of qualitative research features and its various parameters. So, how do we define qualitative research? Qualitative research is a scientific method of observation to gather numerical data. It refers to the meanings, concepts, characteristics, metaphors, symbols, and description of phenomena, and not to their counts of measure. The purpose of qualitative research, of course, the qualitative research promotes a deep, holistic understanding of a particular phenomenon. What are the characteristics of a qualitative research? Number one, human understanding and interpretation in data analysis. Number two, active, powerful, and forceful in data gathering and rephrasing interview questions. Number three, multiple research approaches and methods that allows you to plan your study and being multi-method research. Specificity to generalization of specific ideas will lead to a generalization or conclusions. Number 5, contextualization. Context or situation of individual's life. Number 6, diversified data in real-life situations on collecting data in a natural setting. Number 7, abounds with words and visual that presents people's view in a picture, video, drawing, or graphs. And number 8, internal analysis on examining the data yielded by the internal traits of the subject persons. Research. It adopts a naturalistic approach to each subject matter. It promotes a full understanding of human behavior, personality traits in their natural setting. It is instrumental for positive societal changes. It engenders respect for people's individuality. It's a way of understanding, interpreting social interaction, increases researchers' interest in the study, and offer multiple ways of acquiring and examining knowledge about something. How about the weaknesses of qualitative research? In a qualitative research, it involves a lot of researchers' subjectivity in data analysis. It is hard to know the validity, reliability of the data. It is open-ended questions yield data overload that requires long-time analysis. So therefore, it is time-consuming, and it involves several processes and whose results greatly depend on the researcher's views or interpretations. So what are the kinds of qualitative research? Number 1, case study. When we say case study, that is a long-time study of a person, group, organization, or situation, and an empirical inquiry that investigate current phenomenon. An example of that is teenage pregnancy in a public high school. Number 2, ethnography. A study of a particular cultural group. Example, cultural awareness and integration of peace education in the indigenous people communities. Number 3, phenomenology. Live experience of a phenomenon. Example, life without gadget. Number 4, content and discourse analysis. When it comes to content and discourse analysis, content analysis is research technique that analyzes the modes of communication such as letters, email, and others. While discourse analysis is the study of social life, understood through analysis of language. It includes face-to-face talk, nonverbal interaction, images, and symbols. Materials for discourse analysis includes books, newspapers, periodicals, brochures, and advertisement. Example, a discourse analysis on the impact of modern technologies in communication. Number 5, historical analysis. It is a qualitative method where there is an examining of past events to draw conclusions and make predictions about the future. The impact of Ferdinand Marcos' speech as an example of an historical analysis. Grounded theory takes place when there is a discovery of new theory which underlies your study at the time of data collection and analysis. Example, the story behind the migration of Christians from Visayas, Luzon, and to Mindanao. Number 7, narrative report. The narrative report designed to present things or events that have happened in the past through a logical progression, of the relevant information. The main purpose of a narrative report is to present a factual depiction of what has occurred. Example, vocabulary building of students through proper solid waste management. Number 8, biography. Biography is the study of an individual's life and struggles and how they reflect cultural themes of the society. It deals with the interesting story found in documents and archival materials. It is concerned with the construction of life histories and the constitution of meaning based on biographical narratives in documents. We have 5 common types of biography are scholarly chronicles, focus on the historical portrayal of the individual life. Example, biography of Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, the first woman president of the Philippines. Number 2, example of biography, intellectual biography, narrative of life through the conceptual analysis of the subject's motives and beliefs within the world of ideas. Example, life and works of Dr. Jose Rizal. Example number 3 of biography, life history writing, recording of life memories, experiences, whether one's or another's. Example, the hardship of overseas Filipino workers. Number 4, memoir biography, a stylistic presentation of the biographer's reflection and insights in the relation to the factual account of life. Example, the experiences of a stranded student in the COVID-19 pandemic. And number 5, narrative biography, a non-fiction account of life experiences of a person. Number 9, kind of qualitative research is action research. It is a classroom-based or school-based research seeks transformative change through the process of taking action and doing research, which are linked together by critical reflection, and this type of research is commonly conducted by the teachers to give solutions to the existing problems to improve student academic performance and positive attitudes. So this will be the references for lesson 1 under module 2. The importance of qualitative research across fields of inquiry. Qualitative research is an emerging area of inquiry that graces through disciplines in subject matter. However, it's also essential to recognize that qualitative research is a method generally used in the social sciences, searching social interactions, schemes, and processes. It delivers a detailed appreciation of the ways people come to understand and achieve their daily life in a particular situation. Research in different areas of knowledge. Research studies happen in any field of knowledge. Anthropology, business, communication, education, engineering, IT, tech book, law, and nursing. The basic research approaches in a specific area of discipline are, of course, when it comes to scientific or positive approach, deals with empirical data instead of personal views, feelings, or attitude, allow control of variables or factors affecting the study, express and records findings quantitatively, and present structured interviews, questionnaires, and observable checklists. When it comes to naturalistic approach, a people-oriented approach focusing on discovering the real concept or meaning behind people's lifestyle and social relations. Present tense qualitatively through verbal language using words as unit of analysis. And base determining universal social values to define it ethical and unethical that society ought to know, not only for the benefit of individual and community, but also for the satisfaction of man's quest for knowledge. So, example, talking to ethnic groups or people with other culture in a natural setting. In this case, the researcher uses unstructured interviews and the participant answer or response is not scripted. Triangulation or mixed method. It allows a combination or a mixture of research design, data collection, and data analysis techniques. Enhance the validity and reliability of qualitative research design, enhances accuracy of interpretation, and it has an opportunity to view every angle of the research from different perspectives. The main methods of data collection. Interactive interviewing. People asked to verbally describe their experiences of phenomenon. Written description by participants. The people asked to write description of their experiences of a phenomenon. Then observation. Descriptive observation of verbal and nonverbal behavior. In the field of humanities, researchers ought to focus not to man's social life, but instead studies its meanings, significance, and visualization of man's experiences in the field of fine arts, literature, music, drama, dance, and other artistically inclined subjects. The humanistic categories. We have literature and art criticism. It focuses on language, depends on interpretative and reflective thinking. While philosophical research focus on inquiry is on knowledge and principles of being and on the manner human beings conduct themselves on earth. And the last one is the historical research. Investigation centers of the event and ideas that took place in man's life at a particular method. So this will be the hard sciences versus soft sciences. So as what we have here, we have the quantitative research and qualitative research. So quantitative, that is hard sciences. Qualitative, soft sciences. Studies natural data-driven phenomenon, quanti. Studies human behavior in a scientific manner, quali. Objective, quanti. Subjective, quali. Test theory, quanti. Develops theory, quali. Numbers for quanti, then quali, words. Cause and effects relationship, that is quantitative. Knowing meaning and discovery, qualitative. Statistical analysis and generalization, quanti. Researcher's interpretation, quali. So example, biology, chemistry, physics, astronomy, earth science is for quantitative. By sociology, psychology, political science, economics, anthropology, and history is for qualitative. Qualitative and quantitative research can go together in a research approach. There is a symbiotic relationship between these two research methods in which they reinforce or strengthen each other. Moreover, any form of knowledge, factual or opinionated, and any statistical or verbal expression of this knowledge are deducted from human experience that is subjective. Module 1, Lesson 2. Okay? So, thank you very much. Also, from Department of Education, Republic of the Philippines. Thank you once again and good day, everyone.